Okay, so welcome. In this tutorial we're going to be making a first person character in Unreal. So let's go. We have opened Unreal over here. Games, we will do a blank project, and over here we will do this with blueprints, target platform, desktop, quality preset maximum, started content, let's have some, and ray tracing off. Let's name it FPS tutorial, and let's create. Okay, so here we are inside the editor. Let's make a new level, file new level, and let's make it basic. Now press Ctrl S to save, name it test map and save it. Open a content browser over here and create a new blueprint class that will derive from the character class. Let's name it BPFPS character. The character class that we derive from has some functionality already made for a character to move around, and yeah. So let's first add a camera component to see the world. Let's move it up a bit in the place of the head, and let's change the FOV to something like 105 to make this look a bit nicer. Then let's go over here back to this and open our content browser and create some input actions for our input. IA move, and we will make this a 2D vector because we want to move in two different directions. Again, input action, IA look. Again, we'll make this a 2D vector. And finally, let's create a final input, IA jump to jump. This will be a bool already. So yeah. Let's go to our character, invent graph, and we go over here. Let's open the content browser again, and we need to add these input actions to our input mapping context, IMC FPS default. Okay, so here we are inside the input mapping context. Let's add it here. Jump. If you press this and then press any key on the keyboard, it will assign this input action that key. Let's press space. You see, let's add action. Move. Here D. Add another one, A, but now we will add a modifier, negate, because we want we want this to be in the other direction. Then W, but we will do this on the other axis, so we add this modifier swizzle input axis, and here S, which is gonna be again swizzled, and negate because it's in the negative direction. Let's close this. And finally, our input action look is going to be mouse X, and this opens mouse Y. And we will add the two modifiers, one negate and one swizzle. The negate is to make the when looking up and down, to inverse it, and when you move the mouse down, your character will look up. You in some games you can change this in the settings, but yeah. Okay, so let's go back to our character, and we need to assign this mapping context to our character over here. So let's get the player controller, which controls our character, and get the enhanced input subsystem and add a mapping context. And select the only hub we have made, compile, save, like the scene. Okay. Now let's go IA jump, and when we start pressing the jump button, we want to jump. This function is built into this character class we have as our parent. And when complete, when we stop pressing the spacebar, we want to stop jump. Okay, now IA look. Let's split this stack spin with right click. And on X we want to move left and right, so we add controller yaw input. and while we add controller pitch input. And if you press double click over here in this cable, you can make this more organized. Okay. And finally, IA move. We are going to add movement input. We again will split this. This is the X, so we want to move in the right direction, so we will get the actor right vector. Okay. Then again add movement input, but now we want to move forward, so get actor forward vector, and plug this in, rearrange this a bit, make this a bit nicer. Okay, so our character is pretty much ready. So we need to create a new game mode for this map to defaultly spawn our player. So test game mode and open this game mode. Go to this default pawn class over here and override it and put our FPS character that we made. Go over here in order to override the game mode of our map. I like to change both, and if we press play, you can see we are here with our character, and if we press jump, we jump. But right now you notice that I can't look up and down. It's because our camera doesn't know that we rotate with our controller, because here we rotate our controller and the camera doesn't know that. So we need to go to the camera and say this, use pawn controller rotation. Compile and save, and if you go over here, now I can look up and down. Okay, so yeah, that was a basic first person character. You can tweak this any way you want by going over here and tweaking the settings. You can change the speed of the character, the jump velocity, make it jump higher, the air control, how much control you have while on the air, and etc. Okay, so yeah, that's about it. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments, and like and subscribe in order for me to keep doing these videos. So yeah, see you.